Hello everyone, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy this reading today and receive some kind of message you might need to hear. Also, if you do enjoy my content, please do subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. In today's reading, I am going to be sensing into the energy of the Twin Flame Collective, divided into 3 groups today. So this is a Twin Flame pick a card reading using energy oracle cards and my own intuition. Specifically, I want to explore the question, what do they think of me? I know this is kind of an ego-based question, especially when it comes to the twin flame connection, because on a higher level, of course, our twin flame, their higher self, is always feeling pure, unconditional love toward us. So that is the soulful answer. That is the true divine answer. But today I want to just get a little bit curious here and see what this person may be consciously thinking about you, right? Because there is kind of this dichotomy between the higher self, our most soulful, aligned, authentic self, and the part of us that is very human, very physically oriented, and often very ego-driven and ego-based. And again, the ego isn't a bad thing. So often we look at the ego as being just purely distracting or destructive. But it's only, or I should say it only becomes destructive when it becomes unbalanced, when our ego is not checked, when we aren't integrating our ego into our most authentic self. So with all that being said, I'm really hoping that today we can get an idea of what your person, what your divine counterpart, twin flame, however you describe that connection, how they might be feeling when they are consciously thinking within their own mind, maybe even when their ego is getting into play. Because I do feel, especially through the collective twin flame reading I did yesterday, which by the way, you can still watch that if you haven't seen it yet. But through that reading, I sensed a lot of anxiety from those of you listening, heaviness, heavy kinds of feelings and emotions coming up. And this won't be for all of you, but I feel for many of you, this is because of some over-analyzing what your twin flame counterpart was thinking or was thinking of you or thinking of the connection, whether or not to reach out, try to make some move forward with them. And so I feel that through that reading, many of you probably became really curious what your counterpart, what your twin flame is feeling, because I feel that that reading was really focused on you, on your energy, how you were thinking and feeling about the connection. So today we're going to shift that focus to how is your twin flame thinking of this connection or feeling about this connection or you right now. And again, through their human, conscious thinking, ego self, what are they thinking right now? And I'm hoping that through these readings, we can formulate 2 things. First of all, some sort of love letter or love message, maybe even from your twin flame's higher self, just some things that they love about you, because I do want to keep this reading positive and light, even though I know many of you are processing a lot of really heavy emotions right now. I want to give you some kind of hope or encouragement along this journey. But I also do want to touch upon what kinds of ego-based thoughts could be actually holding your twin flame back from making some move forward, from stepping forward. Like, what are they working through? What are they deliberating? What are they healing through right now? So in just a moment, I am going to show the 3 cards. As I always say, choose with your intuition, not your eyes. But before I show the cards, I quickly want to mention that throughout this reading and through all of my readings, I always recommend specific subliminals, subliminal affirmations, meditation tracks that you can incorporate into your daily routine to clear your energy and to shift your energy in certain ways. Now, I have over 100 of these available on my membership site. So not all of them are designed specifically for twin flames. As you can see on the screen, I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness, to manifest within our relationships, for material goals like business success or manifesting money. But I do have an entire section of subliminals dedicated specifically to twin flames. Now, this is just because I am a twin flame myself, so I am very passionate about this journey, about this specific path, and about helping people to be able to clear out any energy blocks or negative patterns of thinking in the subconscious that might be holding them back from fully connecting, fully aligning with this connection and manifesting the full-blown physical manifestation of this twin flame love connection that I truly believe everyone who has a twin flame deserves and is capable of experiencing. So any subliminals I mention, I will probably be recommending a few different subliminals for each group. And just so you know, all of those recommended subliminals will be linked under your group number in the pinned comment and in the description box. And when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account on my website, you can access any of the subliminals I recommend, as well as any of the more than 100 I have created. So now I am showing you the cards on the screen. Do whatever you personally like to do to select one of these cards. You can pause the video. I personally like to close my eyes and take a few deep breaths and then open my eyes and just see where my eyes are drawn first. So good luck choosing a card, and I hope you enjoy this reading. Oh, by the way, you can skip ahead to your specific reading by clicking your group number in the pinned comment and the description box. I will have timestamps beside each group number. So thank you for joining me today and enjoy your reading. Hello, group number 1. If you chose the first card, welcome to your reading. I'm just shuffling the energy oracle cards now, so as I always say, please do set an intention for this reading if you feel guided to. What kinds of messages or answers or confirmation would you like to receive from this reading? And just to clarify my own intentions, we're asking Spirit today what our twin flame is thinking of us right now. So what is group number 1's twin flame thinking of them? I have 2 cards pulled. Let's try to get a few more cards out here. What is group number 1's person thinking or feeling about them right now? Okay, so right now I have 5 cards, kind of an uneven number, but I feel like this is a good place energetically to start. By the way, I haven't been doing this recently, but I do have a piece of paper and a pen just because I'm sometimes able to channel certain specific messages through writing. So if you hear me writing, that is what that is. Okay, so today we're going to go 1 card at a time just because there are only 3 groups, so there's even a more powerful, intense, collective energy attached to each card than usual. So I just want to kind of ease into these messages here. The first card is envy in the reverse, and I kind of had to pause there just because through my energy, I was feeling a lot of different messages because at first I felt like this situation involving envy or jealousy was coming from you, but then I almost instantaneously felt like it was coming from your person. So for some of you, this might be a situation in the past in which you felt jealous and were working to overcome those feelings of jealousy regarding this person. But for many of you, okay, this is so weirdly specific, but I feel like the person you're connecting with is pretending that they're not jealous, but they're jealous about something in your life. I feel like and this is kind of a strange message, but I feel like for some of you, your person is in a third-party relationship or connection, and you may even be single, so this might be a confusing message, but I feel like this person is envious of a love relationship that they feel that they aren't capable of having with you. That sounds like such a strange and kind of paradoxical message, but I feel like this is like a secret jealousy, and it's not even necessarily attached to a lover, to someone else's lover. It's like a feeling like I want to be in your life, but I don't feel capable of being in your life. And so I feel this feeling of envy when I look at you or when I think of you. I feel envious. Oh, this is kind of the message. I feel envious of any potential partner that were to come into your life. Like, I don't want to see you. Oh, wow, that's the message. I don't want to see you with someone else. It's like anticipating jealousy in the future, feeling like if you were to be with someone else, to connect with someone else, I would feel very, very jealous about it. And for some reason, I'm getting kind of a feminine energy from this jealousy. So some of you might be divine masculines listening, and this could be a divine feminine counterpart of yours who is coming through here. And again, the message is just so clearly like, I am anticipating that I would be very jealous of anyone that were to come into your life. I feel like this person, I just heard possessive. Oddly enough, I feel like even if you're separated from this person, and even if they are connecting with a third party, I oddly feel like this person feels very, very strongly possessive of you. And again, this goes for whether or not you're with this person. So I guess the flip side, I know this is kind of a dark, heavy emotion, envy, jealousy, kind of a longing for someone that you're not with and don't even feel maybe capable of being with. And I do want to get more specific messages on that. But first, I just want to say now the other side, because I said I wanted to give both kind of their ego, which we really talked about their ego side, these feelings of jealousy. But beneath this jealousy, I have to say there's also an unworthiness. This person, I feel that you don't know this. I think this is like something that they're holding secret in their heart. But I feel like this person is envious just thinking of the idea of you being with someone else. They feel very possessive of you, but they're not vocal about that. And I feel like beneath that, though, is a feeling of unworthiness. They don't feel worthy to be connecting with you. They don't feel worthy to be that person in your life. But again, that's like, I feel like this is, I just saw like a lockbox. This feels very under an impossible to crack combination code lock. Like they would never, I don't think that they would tell you this. I feel like this person is very, very stoic about this. I do just want to pull a few clarification cards just because I've never channeled this kind of energy, and it's really an interesting kind of emotion of jealousy, this kind of anticipation of jealousy that's coming through. So I am just going to clarify this now. Okay, so to clarify these messages, I'm pulling from the Angel Answers deck. So, Spirit, please tell us more about these feelings of jealousy coming from group number 1's twin flame or divine counterpart, these possessive feelings. Can you clarify these feelings of possession or jealousy? Okay, I have 2 cards right now. Okay, so the first clarification card is abundance, but with this card, what I actually heard is, okay, this is kind of a strange message, but I feel like this actually directly connects to some kind of money issue at play. I feel like this is speaking to maybe why this person feels unworthy to be in your life. So I feel like maybe this person feels either like they have someone else in their life, like a third party that they are financially dependent on or dependent on for material support. And that is why they feel that they can't come into your life. They can't separate from this person. Or maybe In a more abstract way, this could just be that materially, their soul kind of longs for this connection. Their soul feels very possessive of you and wants to be that person in your life, but they can't seem to see how in this physical world you two would fit together. So there's kind of this disconnect between what is happening in their emotions and on this soul level and what seems to make sense to their mind, to their logic, to their ego, what seems to fit into their life. I feel like for some of you, this person they're connecting with, if there is a third party, this person is either brings them financial stability, or if not that, brings them some kind of sense of ego stability. There's something about this person in their life that they're holding on to through ego. Again, this won't apply to everyone. This is just if there is some kind of third party person here. And the second card is yes, which actually I instantly just felt is a clarification card saying that we are spot on with kind of describing the energies of this person. And this clarification is just saying, yes, everything about this situation that needs to be said has already been said. Okay, so I'm going to put these angel answer cards away for now. And next I'm just going to flip over this next card. Okay, so this card says walking away. This is really interesting. I actually feel like this does connect. I know this isn't going to resonate with all of you because not all of you have a twin flame in a third party. But again, if you are that person where your twin flame is with someone else, I feel like your person is strongly considering walking away from this person or situation. Or really, if you are just in any period of separation, I feel like this is your person saying, I kind of felt this wave of strong emotion through my heart center just right now, because I heard this person saying, I just want to run away from you. So this walking away has to do with walking away from something that is keeping the two of you apart, whether it's a relationship, a job, a place, a situation, whatever it is. I feel like this person just in their heart and soul kind of wants to just throw all of this away. And I feel like they fantasize, and I should clarify, not throw away your relationship, the twin flame relationship, but throw away whatever else is keeping you apart and just like run off with you into the sunset. It's kind of a really dramatic message from this person, but I feel like the reason it's coming through as dramatic is because they do feel really dramatic about this. But again, I still feel like this is very secretive to them. It's something that they probably don't openly share with you, or maybe even really share with anyone else. The third card is Door to Spirit in the reverse position. So usually this card is about really connecting to spirit, connecting to the divine forces, to your own intuition. But since it's reversed, I feel like this is saying that this person has been thinking of walking away, fantasizing of walking away and just like running off with you into the sunset. But for some reason, they're remaining disconnected from their true selves, from their intuition. I feel like this person is either just beginning or is about to begin to spiritually wake up. I saw this metaphorical door to spiritual awakening just starting to crack open. And I feel like for many of you, this is very frustrating because you feel like this person knows, you know that they know. I mean, you don't just feel this way. This is your soul knowing that this person feels the connection as intensely as you do, but you need to know. And this is kind of their higher self speaking. Their higher self wants you to know that their human conscious self is having trouble fully connecting to their intuition. And that is why any form of separation, or whether it's an emotional disconnect, maybe you just aren't fully connecting with one another, or maybe you are physically or very materially separated. But whatever it is, I feel that this is happening because this person, it's not because they want to be disconnected from you. It's because they are so disconnected right now from themselves. And I do feel there is some underlying both fear of what they would lose if they were to just throw all of this ego-based life away, or any parts of their life that are ego-based that are keeping you apart. I feel like there is this fear, but also a feeling of unworthiness, a feeling like, I don't feel like this person has fully accepted their worthiness of unconditional love. And I feel like that they are still presenting a false self in many ways to much of the world, whether this is to make friends at work, to succeed at work with their family, or even again, if this person is connecting with a third-party lover or partner, I feel that this is them connecting with others based on an inauthentic self. So I feel like, again, the reason they aren't opening up fully to the unconditional love of this connection is because they're actually just self-disconnected from their own love, from their own authentic self-expression. And I feel like for many of them, they haven't yet fully realized this, but there is this kind of, at the very least, a slight unhappiness, if not a great unhappiness, beneath the surface, beneath the smile, beneath what they present to other people, that is coming from this lack of authentic connection with themselves, lack of tuning into their own intuition, and the ways in which that's reflecting in this kind of inauthenticity in their life. So the fourth card, of course, this is the first chakra card in reverse. So of course, the first chakra is the root chakra, the seat of our very foundation of primal security. And what I get with this person is this really ties back to the reason that they aren't moving forward in some way, making some big gesture of love, saying maybe what you need to hear right now. I feel like this all circles back to some kind of person or situation that is providing some kind of primal foundation, material, physical foundation for them in this world that's really feeding and fueling the ego. For many of them, this is an unchecked ego right now. And I feel that beneath all of that, because I feel like many of you, what you're seeing is the disconnect, which is natural because that's what's manifesting. So you see this kind of disconnection or separation or distance or whatever it is with this person. But beneath all of that, this person has very deeply seated primal fears of letting all of this go. And I feel like they're going to have to do a lot of healing work, especially on this first chakra, on this root chakra, on being able to find that sense of security and foundation within themselves, and to release this primal need to be loved and accepted by everyone just for the sake of being loved. Because I feel like in doing that, in seeking that external validation, that foundation of validation from other people, they are presenting themselves in a very ego-based, false way. And I do feel like this person is becoming slightly aware of this, or at least aware of the unhappiness that it's causing them. Very interesting message. So I do want to get more clarification specifically on this root chakra imbalance that this person may be experiencing. So Spirit, what is group number one's person struggling with? Why is group number one's person feeling this root chakra imbalance right now? I'm going to try to get 3 cards. I have 2. Okay. So the cards I got were reconsider, if you believe, and you're ready. So I feel like reconsider is actually speaking to how this person is reconsidering their relationships, or if not relationship, then the way they're presenting themselves to the world, maybe a job, maybe I feel like this person is feeling like even if things in their life don't look like they're changing drastically yet, this person is radically reevaluating their life. And I feel like they're not happy with what they are discovering. I feel like this person is taking, I just see someone who opens their eyes and feels like they're seeing clearly for the first time and is looking around and thinking, is this all there is? But I also still feel like this person is very tight-lipped about this. I don't think that this person is being really open about the ways in which they're reconsidering, reevaluating their life, because I do feel like many facets of their life are things that they are proud of from an ego perspective. I feel like they've accomplished a lot, whether it's in their job, work, relationships, building a family, whatever it is. And I feel like this person is just finally now waking up, kind of like having a midlife crisis, except this could be at literally any age, just waking up and wondering where their life is going, wondering if they're on the right path. This may actually be the start of this person's serious spiritual awakening. And the second card is, if you believe. And for some reason I heard, and this was coming from this person's higher self, saying, believe in me. I feel like this person on a higher level, again, that kind of unconscious, soul deep level, is saying to you or wants you to know that they need to know energetically that you support them, that you believe in them, and that you would be there for them on the other side of whatever they're going through. But again, I feel like this is something they would never vocally ask for from you. And the third card is, you're ready. And I feel like this is speaking to the fact that this person has an awareness that they need to let go of or leave whatever these kinds of situations are that are keeping the two of you apart. But for some reason, I'm feeling like it's kind of a weird message because it says you're ready, but I also feel like this person is a bit stagnant on moving forward. I feel like this person is kind of potentially procrastinating their own expansion, again, out of fear because of this imbalance, because of this primal need for foundational security and acceptance and material safety. However, I do feel like this person is ready. And then the other side of that message is I feel like they want you to remain ready to receive them. Kind of a vague, abstract message, but I feel like this person, it's like they kind of desperately want to know that on the other side of all this, you would be there for them. And they would be that person at the beginning, that person that they would anticipate being envious of, the one who is with you. But I feel like this is, again, all happening really unconsciously because on a conscious level, I feel like this person is just feeling a bit unhappy, a bit unfulfilled, a bit disconnected from themselves and trying to figure out why right now. And the fifth card I pulled for you is the fifth chakra in reverse. And what I heard from this card was just silence because of course the fifth chakra is the throat chakra. And usually this can mean some kind of throat chakra imbalance. So part of what this card could be saying is that, again, reiterating what we said earlier, that this person isn't fully speaking their truth, presenting themselves authentically. But I also heard that this person is either silent or very unclear. I'm specifically hearing for you, group number 1, this is kind of an overarching card applying to all of these previous messages. Just reminding us that all of the things we've discussed here are going on most likely very beneath the surface, under lock and key. That this person, when it comes to you and how they're actually interacting with you, may be very silent on these topics and issues and feelings, or if not silent, even worse, may be very unclear or confusing. I just saw like muddy water. I feel like this person is very muddy, very confusing in the way that they communicate with you. But the true reason their communication with you may be unclear at this time is because they're actually feeling a lot of powerful, intense emotions that they've bottled up for a long time that they're not even fully allowing themselves to consciously acknowledge as they are feeling them. So how could they, and I feel like this is kind of the message, it's like, I'm feeling so much, but how can I describe to you what I'm feeling when I'm not even really clear on what I'm feeling? And I feel like this just goes back to them being so disconnected from their own intuition, from their own authentic self. It's like they feel a little bit lost. It's kind of sad. I feel like this person does feel lost right now, does feel a bit confused, disconnected from themselves, disconnected even from how they're truly feeling. But I do feel like this message from your person is coming on a higher level, them saying that on a higher level, they want you to know that they aren't able to clearly communicate right now what they're feeling, but they are beginning this spiritual awakening. They are beginning to reevaluate their life. They have daydreamed, fantasized about walking away from whatever situation is disconnecting you or keeping you apart. And I feel like this person is just, energetically, I feel like this person is begging you to remain ready to be there for them at the other side of all this. And I just heard oh wow, I felt this like in my solar plexus. Like I saw this person seeing you together when you were old and gray. Like I feel like this person could envision growing old with you, but for some reason they can't see you fitting into their life right now. Such a powerful and kind of strange message coming from this person, but I really hope that this resonated with some of you, and I would just like to pull a few potential message cards from your person. Okay, so these are just some cards to give us some insight into this person and how they may be thinking or feeling. Wow, okay, so the first card I pulled is Everywhere I Go. And before that, I just wanted to say that I saw someone closing their eyes and then seeing your face. I feel like this person thinks of you a lot as they fall asleep, because I feel like these are the times where they're away from the busyness, the chaos of their life. They're finally beginning to relax, and in those moments where they're finally letting go, they feel that connection to you in a really strong way. And I feel like in a sense you kind of haunt this person. And again, I feel like this is probably something you don't know. Okay, so the two cards I pulled were Career and Intellect. So this may connect to your person some way. I feel that some of you, this person is very career oriented, and something about this career or the ego self they've built through this career may be keeping you apart. And I also do feel like this person is really intellectual. I feel like this person also has a really good sense of humor. That's just something my intuition is kind of telling me. I feel like this person is really witty. And the next card is You Promised. I feel like this person, this is kind of coming from them on a higher level, saying that before we came to this earth, we made these promises to each other. We knew we were going to go through all of these difficult things. You knew that I was going to go through this spiritual awakening I'm now starting to go through, that I was going to be confused in the ways that I am, that I wasn't going to be able to fully communicate how I'm thinking or feeling because of how I'm so disconnected from my true self. And the next card I pulled is You Know Already. And I feel like this is this person saying, you know what I'm trying to say, like you feel it in your heart and soul, even if I don't have the courage or the clarity to say it. And finally, the last card is I've Been Wishing. And I feel this directly connecting to that kind of idea that this person may be daydreaming, fantasizing about just kind of leaving everything behind that's keeping you apart and running off with you. So now the last thing I'm going to do is roll some letter initial dice. These messages might not apply to everyone. Sometimes they spell first, middle, or last names or initials of your person. Other times they spell words that give us some insight into the situation. So we have O, U, F, N, O again. So this person might have double letters in their name, and D. So those words, they actually spelled food, and so interesting. I don't know, for some of you, for some reason I'm hearing that some of you may have had some kind of casual lunch or some kind of, I'm just specifically hearing this might just be for one of you, but I feel like one of you in the past, maybe when you were more connected, had like a casual lunch or some kind of coffee date or something, some kind of light dinner date, something like that, and you really connected at this time. And I feel like this person might be reflecting on that, but I am kind of getting a past energy from that situation. Y, W, Z, A, Y, J, G, J again, L, F, and Q. Interesting. So now I'm just going to pull some potential sign cards of this person. This could be something strong in this person's chart, like their sun, moon, or rising sign, or your sun, moon, or rising sign. Or if these messages don't resonate, they could just be meant for someone else. Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. Again, not all of these hyper-specific messages will resonate with everyone. The last thing I would like to say is if these messages resonated with you, and especially for those of you who are in a period of disconnection from this person, and particularly if those root chakra imbalances your person may have resonated with you, I also want to explain that when it comes to these imbalances within the twin flame connection, the only way to truly shift the balance of energy between two twin flames is to establish some kind of inner energy work practice, some way to shift, heal, or balance your own energy. Because the twin flame connection is really, really responsive because, again, the energies are always mirrored, perfectly mirrored. So whenever you shift, heal, or balance anything in yourself, your twin flame will actually respond in real time to these energetic shifts. So regardless of where you're at on your twin flame journey, the subliminal I'd recommend for you, group number 1, is my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal, because this is designed specifically to address any energetic blockages in all 7 chakras, which of course includes the root chakra, which we specifically identified as a potential problem area for your person right now. So if you'd like to explore more about that subliminal and sign up to use it free for 7 days, you can check that out under the description box or in the pinned comment under your group number. So thank you so much for joining me here today, group number 1. If I resonated with you, please subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading. Hello, group number 2. If you chose the second card, welcome to your reading. I have to tell you that as I was preparing to do your reading, I felt really pulled to my amethyst crystal that was sitting out on my desk, which of course amethyst connects directly to our third eye, to our intuition. So I feel like many of you came to this reading already with a little bit of an intuitive nudge about what your person is thinking or feeling. I feel like many of you are very, very in tune with your intuition. I'm hearing more in tune than many of you realize, and I feel like you came to this reading with kind of an idea of what your person might want to say, might be thinking or feeling. Maybe you're questioning this intuition because of the way things look on the surface. So hopefully this reading can provide some kind of clarification for what you intuitively may be already sensing about how your twin flame may be thinking about you or feeling about you right now. So I'm going to begin by shuffling the energy oracle cards. I already shuffled these a little bit before your reading, so hopefully they won't need much shuffling. And as I shuffle, I invite you to set your own intention for this reading, only if you feel guided to do so, but I find that if I ask you to set an intention, I can often channel much more clear and powerful messages. For group number 1, we were actually able to get some more specific messages than I'm able to usually channel. So I'm hoping this will also be true for your group. So I'm just going to set my own intention now. Spirit, what does group number 2 need to know about how their twin flame, their person, is thinking or feeling right now? How is group number 2's twin flame thinking of them? Okay, so just like group number 1, I'm going to start with 5 cards here, just to give us a little initial peek into the energy, into potentially what this person, your twin flame, divine counterpart, whatever label you resonate with, might be thinking of you, of this connection. What are their thoughts? So the first card is the thinking woman in reverse. Okay, so this won't be for everyone, but I did hear one of you coming through, or one of your divine counterparts coming through, as your person had recently, okay, this is so specific. This literally might just be a message for one person, but I feel like for some of you, your person recently graduated high school or college, and has been in the job market looking for a career, or if not this, they may have recently quit their job or had some kind of major change when it comes to their career, or they desired some kind of major change. And I feel like they've been really stuck in their head about this, and this kind of anxiety may be disconnecting the two of you a little bit. Again, this might just be for literally one person listening, but I hope this reaches you if that is meant for you. If not that, this could be that someone's divine counterpart, or just collectively in this card reading, your person is, I just keep feeling like your person's at some kind of turning point or crossroads in their life. And I feel like this may not even have to do specifically with your connection, but it is affecting your connection in some way, because naturally when this person is so stuck in their own head, it's hard for them to fully connect with you authentically, because they're naturally in this kind of ego-based, not necessarily in this case in a bad way, just that overly analytical mind. I do feel like this person is deliberating. Again, this is a crossroads, some kind of decision, something going on in their energy that's causing them some kind of anxiety. So I am going to get some clarifications on this, because this is an interesting energy here. So I am now pulling some clarification cards from the angel answers. Spirit, what is group number 1's person dealing with right now? What is this thinking woman in reverse card? How is this applying to group number 1's twin flame? Sorry if you hear my cat. My cat does not like to be locked out of this room during readings, so he's meowing in the background. Okay, so the first card I pulled was take action, and the second card was success. I'm hearing that this actually is just applying directly to this person's energy right now. I feel like this person is really in an action-oriented space. They're really focused on manifesting something in their life right now. Especially, I just keep hearing that for many of them, this has to do with finances or career. This could also be a business endeavor, some kind of crossroads, some kind of new endeavor that's taking up a lot of their time and energy and emotional energy. And I just hear that someone just feels kind of emotionally fatigued, like they can't really fully give in the way that they want to within this connection, because they're at some kind of a crossroads. But I am hearing that this person's forward action is bringing them, or will bring them in the future, success, either in this job search, this career change, this business endeavor, whatever it is. And again, by the way, this could actually be your energy, you listening, because the twin flame energy is so directly mirrored, directly reflected, that sometimes I'm not sure if I'm reading into your energy or your counterpart. It could go either way. But I do feel like someone is really in an action-oriented space, but I do think right now it's a bit unbalanced, maybe to the point of emotional exhaustion. However, in spite of that, they are going to have success from this forward action that they're taking. And I'm also hearing that I think the success card may also be applying to, they will successfully come into greater balance and then come closer, be drawn closer to you as a result of that balance. But it's almost inevitable for them, or they feel like it's inevitable, like they have to be out of balance. So I feel like if there was a message this person could say to you, it would be, I know that I've been emotionally unavailable, a bit emotionally exhausted because of this crossroads in my life, this turning point in my life, this new endeavor that's taking up a lot of my time and energy. I know that I'm unbalanced, but I feel like I have to be unbalanced right now in order to achieve this manifested physical material success I desire. However, I do look forward to in the future being able to come into greater balance and harmony in my life, and being able to focus more of my emotional energy on our connection. That is just what I'm hearing kind of from this person's physical conscious self right now. And of course, the second card in our energy oracle card spread is the action card in the upright position. So this just verifies to me what we just said through the clarification cards, that this person is in very much an action forward, action focused space. But I do actually feel like this isn't entirely positive. I think the positive of this is they are seeing a lot of forward motion, a lot of forward success. But the negative side of this is they are so action oriented, so physically, materially focused, that it is actually disconnecting the two of you a little bit emotionally in some way. And I feel like for some of you, this may have even been a cause for concern because you felt like this person was disconnecting actively from you, that this person just didn't have the time for you or didn't care about you. Kind of like that phrase, if he wanted to or she wanted to, they would. And I feel like this person desperately wants you to know that it's not you, it's that they've had to invest, that's the word, invest so much time and energy into this material goal, into this crossroad, into this turning point in their life. And I do feel like they are sorry, like there's this element of apology to this. It's like apology, but I have to do this. I'm sorry, but I have to be in this space. Again, I'm not saying this is right or wrong that this person feels this way. I'm just saying that is how they feel. And if you have been feeling like your person has been emotionally distant from you or disconnecting from you, I feel like you, group number 2, need to know that it's not you. It's that they're emotionally investing in some kind of material goal, in some kind of endeavor that is causing them to be unbalanced. The third card is hostilities. So this does lead me to kind of wonder if I feel like because of this person's forward action and the way that they've been emotionally unbalanced and unavailable to you, because of this radical forward motion they've been taking and even a little bit of an anxious fixation on this turning point in their life, I feel like this has caused some fights between you, some arguments, or at least some kind of, I feel like someone may have given someone the cold shoulder, or this could have been, I just heard someone kind of making a little bit of a passive aggressive comment to someone else. And I hate to say this because I don't want this to sound like I'm correcting you or saying that you're doing or feeling something wrong, because your feelings are always totally valid. But there is an element of ego at play for both of you in this situation, because although this person is very unbalanced and you deserve the absolute utmost love, care, and attention, absolutely. But the way that you are perceiving this disconnect as being all about your connection, as though this person is disconnecting because they don't care about you or because there must be someone else or something like that. I hear someone kind of, especially potentially a divine feminine, kind of like running circles in her own head, trying to understand why in this illustration, it might not all be this case, the divine feminine connecting with a divine masculine. But if you are a divine feminine listening, I feel like some of you have been running circles in your head, maybe even starting fights, feeling, or at least at the very least, feeling some feelings of upset or hostility toward your person at times when you get into that ego space and see their disconnect as being directly correlated to you. And I feel like now there's kind of a message coming through, not so much from your person, but just from spirit saying, it is safe to trust that this person will come into balance. And so if you are this divine feminine who is finding yourself kind of feeling in this kind of cold or hostile headspace, which is totally natural as a human reaction to feeling a disconnect from a person that we care about. It's something I've struggled with in the past and is a very, very natural divine feminine reaction in our world. But I would really recommend finding some kind of way to turn inward, to focus your love, care, and attention on yourself, because I feel like the more and more you fixate on your person, on them externally at this time, the more you actually push them away. And the best way you can support them through this energetically as they do move forward, manifest the material success in this work endeavor or whatever it is that they need, and eventually come back into balance. They will come back into balance. But I'm hearing the best thing you could do right now is actually truly focus on yourself. Take this time to turn your love, care, and attention inward. Specifically, I would really recommend creating a daily meditation ritual right after you wake up in the morning, just for 15 or 20 minutes. I personally like to meditate to my 7 chakra clearing subliminal, especially when I really get into my own ego mind and really feel these negative emotions stuck in my energy. I find that listening to this specific subliminal really helps to clear out negative thoughts and feelings from my subconscious and really allow me to magnetize my energy and direct my energy toward my goals, dreams, and desires. So I will leave a link to this 7 chakra clearing subliminal for you if this has been resonating, and that will be under your group number in the pinned comment and description box. I will also leave, if you are a Divine Feminine, you may alternatively find my Divine Feminine Healing Subliminal useful as well. You could even add these two to a playlist, because we do now have custom playlists available on my website. So now I'm going to move ahead to this 4th card here, the World card. I just heard this person say they want to give you the world. I feel like, okay, wow, this is an interesting nuance to this message. So far what we've been seeing is someone, most likely your person at this crossroads, really in their head about something involving taking forward action or making some big change in their work life, their career, their job, a business endeavor, something very material manifestation. But I actually feel like this person wants you to know that even if they haven't said this in their words, and even if you don't feel this through their actions, they want you to know that beneath the surface, they're actually doing all of this for you. I actually feel like even if you are separated from this person, they are feeling the need to manifest these material goals, this material success, in part because they want to prepare this beautiful material world. I just saw someone trying to build this beautiful castle for you to live in together. They want you to know that the reason they're trying to manifest these goals, this success, is because ultimately they want to share it with you. And I actually feel like for some of you, your person may be struggling with hidden feelings of unworthiness, and that's part of why they're so materially focused or seem so emotionally distant, is because they're actually really trying to focus on themselves, because where they are right now, materially, financially, whatever it is, in part they may not feel worthy of you. This is kind of an interesting message coming through. And finally, the 5th card is Door to Spirit, which of course is about connecting to our own intuition, opening up our intuition, which is such a beautiful synchronistic card, considering I pulled the amethyst crystal at the beginning of your reading, which also connects to the 3rd eye, to intuition. And I feel like this card isn't as much from your person in their conscious physical 3D form, but from more so their higher self, saying, I feel like you know all of this already. Your intuition has been telling you that I've been trying to focus on myself, on these material goals. Even though I've been unbalanced, I've been doing it all for you because I do want to give you the world. I just don't feel ready to fully do that yet. But please just hear your own intuition tell you what I can't say to you in words. That's kind of what I'm hearing from this person. Now, I am just going to pull a few clarification cards because I didn't do this during your reading like I did for group number 1. But I want to get some more clarification. So, Spirit, what does group number 2 need to know about their person at this time? Okay, so the first card I got is a year from now. So this tells me, I feel like this actually speaks not so much to your connection, because I feel like this person, your person, will come forward in some way sooner than a year from now, especially considering our last reading, we kept hearing the recurring message a few months from now. So I feel like by summer, this person will make some move toward you. However, I feel like this a year from now card actually specifically applies to specifically how this lack of balance has been causing some kind of tension or even hostility or kind of emotional disconnect within your connection. I'm being told that a year from now, they will have this success, this stability in this new endeavor or in their work or material goal, whatever it is, and they will find greater balance. And the second card I got is Yes, which I feel really just verifies. If any of you, I feel like one of you came to this reading with the intention of asking, does my person still love me? Does my person still care about me? Because they seem so emotionally distant or disconnected. So I feel like this card is specifically intended for someone who is asking that. And this is just verifying to you, yes, you can trust this person's love. You can trust their connection to you and how they feel about you. And also you can trust what your own intuition is saying about how this person feels about you. And the third card is be assertive, which I feel like actually kind of connects to how this person is in a state of assertiveness, meaning they're confidently, boldly stepping forward, moving forward in their life. I keep getting the feeling like many of you listening are divine feminines, and that this person who is starting this new endeavor or at this crossroads is a divine masculine, although this might not be true for all of you. I want to get a little more clarification on this be assertive card. So I'm going to pull again from the Energy Oracle Cards deck because I'm not 100% sure how this applies. So Spirit, how does this be assertive card apply to group number 1? Interesting. So the card that came out is the 7th chakra card in reverse, which is the crown chakra, which of course connects again to the divine forces guiding our life, just like we've been talking about with connecting to your intuition, connecting to the divine. I feel like this be assertive card is actually referring to a kind of assertiveness within your own mind, a kind of clarity within your own intuition, being able to be more confident within how you are connecting to your intuition with the divine. So I feel like many of you are being asked to be more confident about how you are intuitively feeling about this person, or what your intuition is speaking to you about how this person feels about you. I also just heard that for some of you, you have friends or family or someone in your life who is getting involved, kind of talking in your ear about this connection and saying something that goes really against your intuition. So this could be someone telling you, well, if they wanted to, they would, or they're not really putting in the effort, or you should just walk away. Someone giving you some kind of advice like that who doesn't fully understand your connection or this person. And I feel like you're being guided to maybe, if not, for some of you, just not listen to this person. Don't listen to this person. For others of you, at the very least, be really cautious, be really discerning about whose advice you're taking, because something about being a twin flame is many people, nearly no one, there are very, very few people, although now more so than ever, but still very few people, relatively speaking, who understand the twin flame connection, who are consciously aware that they are twin flames or how this connection works. So oftentimes when someone who isn't a twin flame or doesn't connect with this path tries to give a twin flame advice based on traditional understandings of love and relationships, this advice can be really flawed. So always test the guidance you're getting from other people with your own intuition first, and become more confident in how you are truly feeling, what you are truly sensing about this person and about this connection. So the next thing I'm going to do is pull some potential cards that may resonate with you about this person, maybe give us some more insight into what this person is thinking or feeling about you. Okay, so Spirit, what is group number 2's person thinking or feeling about them? Childhood. That was the first card I pulled. I just heard for some of you, this is you make your twin flame feel like a kid again. They feel so lighthearted and happy when they're around you, but I also feel a little bit of a block coming up with this because I feel like because of how they've been really in their head and really in this action-oriented space, it's been really hard for them to reconnect with that sense of playfulness, that sense of lighthearted, free-spirited joy that they get when they're around you. And I do feel like this person longs to feel that way again, but they feel like they can't access that free-spirited, lighthearted kind of emotion right now because of whatever's going on in their life. The second card that came out is extrovert. I feel like for many of you, this person presents themselves as an extrovert. This won't be all of you, but I feel like I'm kind of hearing introverted extrovert, almost like when this person is in this kind of, I don't want to say fully ego-based, but this overconfident, this very confident, driven success mindset kind of thing, they can be really, really extroverted or present themselves as really extroverted. But I actually feel like many of them, if you get to know them better, they're actually very reserved in many ways and actually do need to recharge by themselves. Again, this won't be for everyone. This could just be one person's twin flame coming through here. So Spirit, what do we need to know about group number 2's twin flame, about how their person is thinking or feeling? Okay, so the first card I got is "It's almost too much," which I always just apply to mean, especially in your case, group number 2, that this person is feeling like the love they feel for you is almost too much. Like it's almost overwhelming what they feel for you. And that's actually part of why they feel like they've had to table this connection in some sense or put it on a back burner, because this connection is so intense. It flows through their whole being. You are so distracting to them, but in the best kinds of ways. But they feel like they can't have any kind of distraction in their life right now, not even the most beautiful kinds of distraction. I know that sounds bad. I'm not calling you a distraction in a negative sense, group number 2. I'm just saying this is in some ways how your twin flame's ego self can perceive this connection, because it is so intense. It can be very difficult for them to focus on these material goals and simultaneously to be really emotionally connected with you, because again, they are still trying to strike that kind of balance in their life. And the next card, of course, is "Please wait." So I feel like this is a good stopping point as far as the messages. I will get into rolling potential letter initial dice and sign cards for this person, because I know some of you really like those parts of the reading. But I do just want to say, obviously, "Please wait" is very self-explanatory here. This person is trying to find some kind of balance in their life. They know that this lack of balance is causing tension or disconnect within your connection, but they do want to give you the world. And on a higher level, their higher self is saying, "Please wait for me. Please connect with your own intuition and know that the true reason I'm doing all of this is because I want to prepare this beautiful metaphorical castle for both of us to live in, to live a beautiful life in together. But I feel like I am unworthy of having this connection in my life until I manifest these changes, these goals. And I can only do that if I'm not ultra connected emotionally, consciously to you right now, because my life is so out of balance. I have to give so much focus, time, and attention to this new endeavor or goal, whatever it is, to creating this stability or abundance. So I really hope these messages resonated with you, group number 2. I'm now going to roll some potential letter initials. These may be the first, middle, or last initials of your person. Sometimes they could also spell words, so just take whatever resonates with you. Okay, so Spirit, what are the letter initials, first, middle, or last name of group number 2's twin flame, or any words that may connect with group number 2's person? I-Y-T-E-N, and I just heard "I'm trying." Like this person wants you to know they're trying to find this balance, but they're kind of aware that they're failing to find balance when it comes to you and these other endeavors in their life. M-K-E-W-J, N again, C-Y again, H-W. Interesting. So I hope that some of those initials may have resonated with you in some way. And now I'm going to close the reading by pulling some sign cards. These could be any signs strong in your or your person's chart. Could be their sun, moon, or rising sign. Okay, spirits, so what is the sun, moon, or rising sign of group number 2 or group number 2's person? Gemini, Pisces, that's interesting. Pisces came out in the last reading too. Taurus, Leo was also in the last reading. Scorpio, and Aquarius. So Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign could be you or your person. Or if those hyper-specific messages don't resonate, keep in mind they could be for someone else. So group number 2, thank you so much for joining me here in this reading. If you'd like to explore more about the subliminal meditations I mentioned in your reading, the 7 chakra clearing and the divine feminine healing subliminal, these will be linked under your group number in the pinned comment and in the description box. and you can access any subliminals I create completely free for 7 days when you create a trial account on my website. So thank you so much, group number 2. If I resonated with you, please subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to talk to you again in the next reading. Hello, group number 3. If you chose the 3rd card, then welcome to your reading. I'm going to start just by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. And as I do this, if you feel guided, I would love if you could set your own intention for this reading. What kind of message do you need to hear? Confirmation, information, whatever it may be. I'm going to go ahead and set my own intention aloud. So Spirit, please bring through some clear messages today from group number 3's twin flame or divine counterpart. What does group number 3's twin flame think of them at this time or want them to know? Wow, okay. I feel like a lot of you picked group number 3 because there are a lot of cards coming out right now. I was deciding whether or not to take all of these, but you know what? We can just go ahead and take all of these, even if it ends up being a longer reading. We clearly have a lot of necessary messages coming through. Okay, so the first card, by the way, there are a lot of cards here. I pulled 9 cards for you guys, which is way more than I usually do. I think I only did 5 cards for groups 1 and 2. The first card is the heart chakra, the 4th chakra card in the reverse position, which is really interesting. I wish I would have said this at the beginning because the first thing I was about to say is group number 3, have you been feeling some kind of weird heart sensations? Because I felt like my heart was just like pounding, or there was this kind of energy moving through my heart center. So I'm feeling like many of you are processing a lot of energy through the heart chakra. This could even be the continuation of a heart chakra awakening or activation for some of you, which is just what happens when we begin to process huge amounts of love energy from some kind of external source. And this can definitely happen, and actually always does happen at some point within a twin flame connection. Just because twin flames are connected predominantly at the heart center, connected through all 7 chakras, but most of the energy they exchange is emotional energy exchanged through the heart center. So if you are experiencing this feeling and that resonates with you, I didn't recommend subliminals anywhere near this early for the other 2 readings, but I do just want to share that I have a heart chakra activation subliminal specifically for twin flames. So this is designed to clear out any heart chakra energetic blockages and also to connect you to your twin flame more deeply, both in the 5D and the 3D, through radiating this unconditional love to them through the heart center. So I will leave a link to that subliminal under your group number in the pinned comment. But let's go ahead and move along because I don't want to get too stuck on one card since there are 9 of them here, and we'll probably also pull clarification cards. So the second card is community in reversed. So I instantly heard lonely. I feel like this actually may apply to both you and your divine counterpart, although I feel like you would be, some of you would be surprised to know that your divine counterpart feels this way, because from this picture I can see all of these, there's like this group of 3 women, and I feel like your twin flame is actually around other people, but they feel lonely even in a crowd of people. It's like this loneliness that pervades to the very depth of their soul, regardless of who they're with. And I feel like they want you to know that they feel lonely without you. And it's the kind, oh wow, your twin flame is really dramatic. This is such a dramatic message. But they're saying that they have this kind of a loneliness that pervades every area of their life and doesn't go away even when they're in a crowd of people. And this loneliness only ever dissipates or vanishes when they're in your presence. This is almost reading like poetry, this person's feelings towards you. It's like you are the only one who causes them to not feel lonely. They just feel so connected. They feel really dramatic about this, really emotional about you. The third card is the second chakra card. Of course it is. In the reverse position also. Wow, lots of chakra blocks going on in your person's energy. We had the heart chakra in reverse, and now we have the second chakra, the sacral chakra, in reversed. So this is the seat of our intimacy and our connection. I feel like there's some kind of imbalance with this person when it comes to love and intimacy, the physical component of love relationships specifically. I feel like for some of you, this person did in the past connect intimately with different romantic partners. This is such a weird message, but I feel like this person in the past has tried to get you out of their head by trying to feel intimate feelings towards other people, towards other romantic partners. But you were always there in their mind. You were always there in the back of their head. They could never fully connect with anyone else. I don't know. I feel like for some of you listening, this is a past energy. Like this person, maybe even before they met you in this world, they always had this feeling someone was out there and always had this major sacral chakra block because they couldn't fully, intimately connect with other romantic partners because you were the only one they wanted even before they knew you. Wow, this person's energy is making me tear up. They feel very, very like sentimental about you, very like emotional about you, very exclusive about you. Wow. Okay. So like I said, this could be a past energy, or for some of you, this could even be in the present. I don't want to say this applies to all of you because I know not all of you are in separation, but if you are in separation and you're aware that your twin flame is connecting intimately or romantically with other partners, I feel like they desperately want you to know that no matter who they connect with or what they try to do, they can't get you out of their energy. They can't get you out of their head. And it causes them to feel really emotional. It's like when the night is over or the date is over or whatever it is, they always end up finding themselves thinking about you. This, I have to say, of all three groups, this is the most emotional infused energy of all three groups. So I am going to just go ahead and pull right now some clarification messages on this person's sacral chakra block when it comes to intimacy, potentially intimacy with other people, either in the past or present, connecting to you in some way. Okay, so Spirit, what is group number 3's person thinking or feeling? The first card is you promised. Interesting. I'm not quite sure how that applies, although it may have struck some of you in some way. So I'm going to revisit that in a minute. The second card is you know me already. And I actually heard this not like you know me, like you know who I am, but you know my heart, you know my soul, you know my true intentions. For some reason, I'm feeling like this person got afraid because of how fast things were moving between you. And this card is kind of saying like, oh my gosh, you know me already. Like almost out of fear, like you know me too quickly. How do you see me so clearly? I feel like this caused this person to feel really vulnerable in your presence. It's almost too much. And that again reiterates to me, for some of you, this could be applying that maybe this connection was moving too quickly for this person and they backed away or backed off. If you only knew. Wow, what a perfect fourth message here. I feel like this is clearly saying, if you only knew how much I think about you. I'm really feeling a lot of you are in some kind of separation emotionally or physically from this person right now, just because I feel this person kind of talking to you in their own head, and I just got a little bit of an itch in my neck, which could mean that in the throat chakra, they're itching to say something to you, but they don't know how to say it. They don't know how to approach you. I feel like this person is aware in some way that they hurt you because, and again, this won't be everyone, but I'm just feeling like someone in some connection was moving too quickly, and then this person backed away, backed off, or seemed to kind of get distant, maybe even tried to connect with other people. And I feel like this person is now feeling like overwhelmed by the fact that they can't get you out of their mind no matter who they connect with or where they turn. And they're itching to tell you this in some way, but they don't really know how to do that. The next card is financial constraints in the reversed position. Someone in this connection has been really focused on financial lack. I feel like there's been some kind of situation of concern when it comes to finances. I feel like this could be either you or your person. I'm not feeling this energy specifically tied to one or the other, but I feel like perhaps in this last few months or this last year, someone has been trying to make a lot of forward movement, or at least been trying to plan ways to make forward movement in their finances, or maybe to change the way that they make money, to shift careers. I just heard leap of faith, so someone may have done something that required a lot of faith, some kind of change, something that was kind of scary for them, that was a brave move forward in order to manifest some kind of new financial situation or abundance. And I feel like because of whatever move was made by either party, again, this won't apply to everyone. This message could just be for one person. But if you were someone, or your twin flame was someone who took some kind of leap of faith to make some change in finances, I am hearing that this is bringing you out of your financial constraints, that by doing this, you essentially cut the bonds, the financial bonds that were tying you, that were holding you back. I do want to get a few clarification cards on this for whoever this is resonating with. So, what is going on? Whoa, okay, before I could even set my intention, 3 cards came out. Wow, okay, so this was kind of a weird message. I almost didn't share it because it just seemed so out of the blue and not connected to our reading. So I'm really feeling Spirit just urging me to say this, just because someone is listening, and you might be here to hear a message from your twin flame, but you also need to hear this side message, because I feel like whoever took this leap of faith and was moving forward to overcome some kind of financial constraint or change the way you make money, the first clarification card is don't stop. So I'm hearing that you're on the right path. You are cutting those financial binds. And the second card is ask for help from others. So keep your eyes open to ways in which you can make your work, your life easier. Work, that whole kind of work smarter, not harder mentality, I'm really hearing from Spirit here. And ask for help if you need to. I'm feeling like the person who this connects with is really hyper independent and self-sufficient, which comes with a lot of very amazing, great qualities. But at the same time, open yourself up to receiving effortless help and assistance from those who do want to help you, and also compromise. So I'm hearing that, again, if this is you, you may need to, I'm just hearing that you might have a very strict or rigid plan with whatever you're doing, but that you're going to be given some kind of opportunity to take a quantum leap towards this goal, but it's going to require you to take another leap of faith, and this time based solely on your own intuition. So I feel like some kind of opportunity is going to seem to come out of the blue and maybe take you in a little bit of a different direction, but that you should be open to exploring this opportunity, because there is some kind of compromise that's going to maybe be, it's going to be a different path than maybe you expected, but it's also going to fast track you to achieving the outcome you want to achieve. This was, I have to say, groups 1 and 2 did not bring through any kind of random side message like this. So if this is speaking to you, you have a very powerful energy and intention, because I feel it could have just been one person that manifested that message out of me. Okay, the next card is all tied up. So I feel like now we're finally back to talking about how your twin flame feels about you. And I feel like this card is saying that they're tied up because I felt that itch in the throat chakra. So I feel like this is just emphasizing that this person is itching to tell you this, but they feel tongue-tied. I just keep hearing tongue-tied, like this person trips over their words in your presence. They feel like even if they were to try to say this to you, it wouldn't come out right. They wouldn't know how to find the words to say it. The next card is the thinking woman in the upright position. And for some reason, when I saw this card, I instantly heard, I think of you as a goddess, or as this very, I feel like this person sees you as very wise, very intellectual. I feel like in some ways you may have more wisdom about spirituality or about your spiritual path or about the world than this person. And I feel like that's something that they really, really admire about you. But I'm not sure if they've said that to you with their words. It might be something that they admire about you from afar. And then rest and rejuvenation. That's funny. This card kind of fell out in the beginning, but I put it back. But apparently this card really, really wanted to come out, because I got rest and rejuvenation in the reverse position. And I actually heard sleepless nights. I feel like this person has lost many nights of sleep thinking about you. I feel like this person, again, they might be trying to connect with other people while they're awake during the day, but I feel like at night, this person just turns thoughts of you over and over again in their head. The next card is appreciation in the reverse position. I just heard this person feels underappreciated by the people in their life, but the reason they feel this way is because they feel unseen. I feel like this person is around a lot of people a lot of the time. Maybe they have a work environment that's around people, or maybe they kind of have an extroverted personality, I'm not sure. But they're in an environment around other people, family, friends, whoever it may be. However, this person doesn't ever feel seen. They don't feel appreciated for who they truly are, because I feel like they feel invisible even when they're with these people. And this is, again, so dramatic, but this person is saying that the reason they feel invisible now around everyone else is because they felt so seen when they were with you. They had never felt as seen in their entire life as when you were looking into their eyes. Is your person like a writer or a poet or really dramatic or something? I'm feeling like someone was like a writer or wrote songs or poems about you or something, because everything that's coming out in their energy is just so poetic. And finally, the last card, interesting, is hostilities in the upright position. And I actually read this as tension, and I'm not sure that this applies so much to externally in their life or even to you as much as internally. I feel like this person is fighting with themselves, fighting with their own thoughts of you, fighting within their own mind. And it's creating this kind of tension, because I feel like this person is fighting so hard not to think about you as much as they do. Because, and I don't know what your situation is, group number 3, you'll have to tell me in the comments if this resonates, because I am feeling for many of you there is a separation or a disconnect. But for whatever reason, this person is itching to tell you something, itching to tell you that they can't get you out of their head, that they think of you as they fall asleep. They're feeling only seen and only release, or they only stop feeling alone when they're with you. And they're trying to fight that truth for some reason. I don't know why. I want to know. I'm going to try to get some clarification cards, because I really want to know. Maybe I'll go to the Energy Oracle cards deck again. I really want to know why this person is fighting with themselves. Like, what is this inner conflict going on about you, group number 3? So Spirit, why is group number 3's person fighting with themselves? What are these inner hostilities? Okay, I pulled 2 cards and 3 cards. Wow, all in the reverse position. Okay, the first is storm warning, but in the reverse, and for some reason, so this card has a tornado on it, and I instantly felt as though, because of how intensely, how fast moving this connection was, your person felt afraid for what was coming. Like, the intensity of your connection was like this coming storm to them, like a tornado roaring through their life that they knew was going to tear down everything. And they were actually right in a sense, because as twin flames, as we connect, we go through this ego death where everything we built in our lives based on a false self begins to crumble. And I feel like this person had an awareness of this, and that's why they disconnected a little bit or walked away or did whatever they did to disconnect the two of you in some way. And I feel like in doing that, the second card is the Angel of Love in reverse. I feel like in doing that, they gave up what their heart truly wanted most in that disconnect, because truly what they wanted more than anything was you. but for whatever reason, I feel like their fear got the best of them, their fear of moving too quickly, or their fear of letting go of these things in their life. And then the third card is door to value in the reverse. So I feel like this person is feeling an unworthiness. They're not really seeing what they bring to the table in this connection, or maybe they're feeling a little bit guilty about the way they reacted, or sorry about the way they disconnected or walked away from you. But again, they don't really know how to say that, and they don't even really feel worthy to be in your life. Again, they see you as this glorious, this goddess or God force energy, this very wise spiritual person. And I feel like regardless of how they present themselves to you and others, there is this underlying sense of unworthiness, as though they feel incapable to truly bring the kind of value to your life that you deserve. Wow, I am getting so many powerful messages coming through for you, group number 3. This is a very, very intense, maybe one of my most dramatic and emotional readings ever. So do let me know in the comments if this resonates, because I do want to hear more about your situation, because clearly there is a lot going on here with you and this person. So the last thing I'm going to do is roll some potential letter initial dice and pull some potential sign cards of you or this person. These hyper-specific messages won't resonate with everyone, so just take whatever resonates. But Spirit, who is group number 3's person, first, middle, or last name? Or what are some words that might resonate with group number 3 at this time? Okay. Wow. Okay, guys, this is crazy. I've never pulled this many wild dice before, which really makes me think this person is really, really guarded. Like, I feel like they're itching to tell you something, but they're very, very closed off. So let's roll again. C, L, F, S, C again. A lot of C's coming out. And since there's double letters, this person might have double letters in their name. Also Z, S, T, Y. Oh my gosh. Oh, that just made my heart pound. This spelled the word stay. S-T-A-Y, and then N came out. Wow. So I feel like this person is... Okay, this was just another really dramatic message. I feel like in a sense, this person already feels like they've lost you in some way. They already feel like they've disconnected from you, or that something has maybe gone wrong in your connection, or maybe they got afraid and they backed off and they feel like they've ruined things. So I feel like they're asking you to stay, but the message is, it's like they're asking you to stay feeling like you're already gone. It's almost like they're asking you to stay, but they're saying it to the darkness. They're almost saying it to themselves. Wow, this person, again, just so many emotional messages coming through. Wow. Okay, so I am going to pull some potential sign cards, sun, moon, or rising of you or this person. Okay, group number 3. So Aries, Cancer, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. So Virgo, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign could be yours or this person, or this could just be a specific message meant for someone else. So group number 3, wow, a lot of really intense messages for you today. I hope that these messages reached who they were intended for and resonated with you. I have to say that through most of your reading, I was feeling a lot of really intense heart chakra energy, like I said at the beginning. So I really would recommend my Twin Flame Heart Chakra Activation Subliminal if you were feeling or have been feeling these energies as well. So you can learn more about that linked under your group number in the pinned comment. But I'm also going to leave a link to my Open Twin Flame Communication Subliminal, because I feel like, and I didn't recommend this to the other groups specifically, although any twin flame could use this and benefit from this. But specifically for you, I would recommend this because I actually feel like your person is really itching to come forward, really itching to say something to you. I just kept getting this itching throat sensation, like this person wants to say this to you. They want to reach out. I feel like they've been really heavy deliberating on whether or not to call you, to text you, to message you, something like that. So listening to this subliminal specifically, this is designed to manifest some form of communication from your twin flame by doing some deep level throat chakra and heart chakra work, just to clear and open the communication between you and your twin flame, because really a line of energetic communication has to be opened before physical communication can manifest. So again, if that resonates with you, those subliminals will be under your group number in the pinned comment. And when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account on my website, you can try out either of these subliminals or any that I've created completely free. So thank you so much, group number 3. If I resonated with you, please subscribe. You can also follow me on my Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading.